Dorisburg. This is Kevin Harlan, and we're pleased to have on the sidelines tonight David Aldridge. And the starting lineup for the Timberwolves. They've got Edwards. Julius Randle is out there with Rudy Gobert. Then there's Jackson, and it's Alexander Walker in at the 3 spot. And for the Nets, we've got Dennis Schroeder, Nicholas Claxton out there with Dorian Finney-Smith. Then it's Williams, and it's Bogdanovich in at the 3, the small forward. Doris, here we are looking ahead to the postseason. Do you have a favorite right now?
Well, Kevin, like anyone, I definitely have some ideas of who I think could be there and the last one standing. But I'm staying neutral. Number one, it's my job, and predictions only lead to the possibility I'm wrong, and I don't want to do that.
Jackson against Schroeder. That misses, so no good on his first attempt of the night. It's Gobert with the ball for the Timberwolves. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of the Nuggets.
Well, when you're facing a team that's feeding off the crowd's energy, you have to bring your A game, and they didn't do that defensively.
One thing you know, Greg, is you've got to pack your defense in the suitcase if you're going to win on the road, and they simply did not bring it.
And hitting the mid-range jumper here early gives the defense just another thing to think about.
They're basically saying you're going to have to guard us at every point on the floor tonight if you're going to have any chance.
And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, I was able to catch up with the Nets head coach, and we talked about the bruising big man, Julius Randle. He told me Julius sets the tone for them with his physicality. So we have to try and match that. We can't let him bully his way into the lane and get to his spots. We have to make him uncomfortable. Kevin?
Okay, David, thanks. Here's Edwards. Buries the easy one.
Well, in pick and roll action, you've got to be aggressive as a scorer. Anthony Edwards with the bucket.
On the wing, Williams. Claxton with it. Picked up by Edwards. Williams can't get it to go.
That's another miss. Already they've missed 3 out of 4 to start.
Pass to Randle. Jackson with it. Working on Finney-Smith. 6 on the shot clock. Jackson dishes to Gobert. No good on that one. Good defense by Claxton. Williams kicks it over to Schroeder. Drains it from beyond the arc. Schroeder's got 5 points so far.
Well, you can see Schroeder willing to take more and more threes. If you're going to stay in the league, you've got to make them.
Down low, here's Randle. That's good, and it's Jackson with the assist that time.
Well, there's an unpredictability to his offensive game. He is always keeping the defense off balance.
Schroeder with the ball. Now defended by Gobert. Claxton. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
First personal foul.
Nick Claxton, to me, guys, one of those great energy guys. You know what you can expect from him night after night. Incredible effort defensively, shot blocking, and a vertical threat at the rim on the offensive end.
And that one misses. Doris, what's the key for a team like the Nets, who have to hit the reset button, so to speak?
I think, Kevin, you have to find consistency at the head coaching position, because then you can set clear and achievable goals for your team going forward. You set a style of play, commit to it, and just build year by year, game by game.
And he's good on the second. The Timberwolves have gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. Jackson against Schroeder. Deflects the pass. Alexander Walker passes to Jackson. Back to Alexander Walker. 4 on the clock. Back to Jackson. 18 feet out. The rebound by the Nets. This, their first chance to take a look at Minnesota this season.
Should be an interesting game, as these teams don't see a lot of each other being from different conferences.
Right. They'll meet 2 times this year, East versus West. Let's see which team can enforce their style of play.
No doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going this quarter.
Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first. Alexander Walker passes to Jackson. Misses the layup.
Boy, what a nightmare quarter for this guy. He's playing right into the hands of the defense at this point.
Williams with a clean look. Offensive rebound. Finney Smith in the post. Randall on him. The fader. Gobert with the block.
One of the best to do it. Gobert adds another block to that career total.
And Bogdanovich kicks to Williams. That falls. Nice feed that time from Bogdanovich.
Listen, even average three-point shooters are going to make that shot. Defense must be better.
So the Timberwolves call their first timeout.
And momentum going the other way. Can they find some answers?
I think here you have just got to get back to what you do best and then live with the results.
And a little spring cleaning now. Let's see what stays and what's gone in the new power rankings. You look at the Bucks. They're gaining on some of the teams above them, trying hard to crack into that top 5.
I think Minnesota, they've just crushed expectations all season long. Only a few people thought they could sustain this level of excellence, but here they are.
Now here's Edwards. 20 points for him last game against Denver.
And what opened things up for him was his passing. He was making so many plays that the D had to play off him.
And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him. It's on Nick Claxton. The Timberwolves shooting their first free throw tonight.
And how about as a group, 80% on the season, one of their best attributes.
The free throw drops for Jackson. And so it's Schroeder with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Brooklyn Nets. Randall with some nice D.
And that one gives them a +5 rebound advantage, Kevin.
Edwards. And that one is off. Williams with the defensive effort. The pass to Schroeder for the 3. Gobert pulls it in. Timberwolves trail. Here's Alexander Walker. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
He just powered that one down.
One of the game's top dunkers. Bogdanovich looking around. Back to Schroeder. Over Jackson. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
You can see Schroeder's shoot-first mentality if a defender overcommits. Nicely done.
The Nets have shot 2 free throws. Timberwolves leading by 4. Williams is out there with Dennis Schroeder. Then there's Dorian Finney-Smith. Then there's Bojan Bogdanovich. And it's Claxton in at the 5. That's the Nets 5 as we get into the second quarter.
That's Julius Randle in pick-and-roll action, being decisive and having the skill set necessary to score it.
And for Brooklyn, they're shooting just 35%. They've got to get better looks. Schroeder dishes to Bogdanovich. From the line, and the basket is good.
Bogdanovich, such a nice offensive arsenal. He is capable of scoring from anywhere.
Doris, it doesn't matter what team he's on, Bojan Bogdanovich is a professional scorer.
He is, Kevin, and you love the fact that he fits in seamlessly wherever he goes. And the reason that he's able to do that, effective as a spot-up shooter or shot creator, high IQ, and now we've seen that you can start him or you can put him off the bench, and he's going to be effective no matter what.
Minnesota in the lead. Outside Jackson. Outside Edwards. Over Williams. Edwards, no good.
Well, that's a blown defensive coverage, but it doesn't matter. He cannot answer the bell.
Here's Schroeder. And misses it off the right side of the rim.
Well, seized up just a little bit at the last second. That's when he normally converts.
Gobert, the pass to Randall. Over Claxton. That's good from Randall on the assist by Gobert.
Well, you cannot sleep on Julius Randle. Catch and shoot jumper. Okay, Julius, we see you.
Williams against Edwards. Claxton the pass to Schroeder. The shot, no good. Timberwolves leading by 6. To the inside. And the basket by Jackson. 7 points for Big Dog.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
The Nets have gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Passes it to Williams. Here's Finney-Smith, and the officials calling for a 3-second violation. Now we have a chance to see the teams that have been the NBA's best three-point shooters this month. In fourth, the Timberwolves.
Yeah, boy, they've been hot from 3 this past month. That's what happens when you have good shooters who get into a good rhythm.
The Timberwolves have gone 3 of their first 5 shots to drop here in the second quarter. Second quarter of play with almost 3 minutes gone. And the shot goes in from Rudy Gobert. And now it's a 10-point Timberwolves lead.
Nice play, and you can see they're gathering momentum.
You want to continue to build on this lead. Right now, still a little too close for comfort.
It's good. Let's look at the energy stats, how the hustle game has been going for the Timberwolves.
They're really mucking things up for the opposition, racking up steal after steal, just not letting them develop any kind of offensive rhythm.
You know, also, they've been incredible on the fast break, taking those chances, playing with great pace. And I'll tell you, they're going to need more from this guy if they're going to cut into this deficit.
Gives the team such a great element, having a one guard who can get to the 10.
Certainly something every team wants to have.
Well, you love it. Fearless, aggressive, leaving no doubt whatsoever.
And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Thank you, Kevin. Rudy Gobert continues to embrace the challenge of elite rim protection. He said competition is what it's about. Sometimes I'm going to get dunked on, and sometimes I'll get the block. But I'm not going to stop coming and doing what I do. I'll be there every time. Kevin?
David, just like you. Thanks so much. Jackson kicks to Edwards. Jackson against Schroeder. Jackson passes to Gobert. Lays it up off the glass. Gobert's got the lead up to 14 now for Minnesota.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
Schroeder passes to Williams. Lets it go with a 3. Gobert pulls it in. Gobert's got 6 rebounds in the game. The drive by Jackson. That one goes in. Jackson's got 6 here in this quarter.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
And it's Schroeder with the ball. He brings it up for Brooklyn. They come into this one following the loss to the Mavericks.
Total embarrassment. I was shocked at how poorly they played. I think they were shocked.
Well, frankly, they should be shocked. I mean, that kind of effort simply won't cut it in today's NBA. Let's see if they take any lessons from it.
Now, how about how he sets his man up there, runs him right into the screen, and then gets the basket.
Inside, here's Randall. Brooklyn with the rebound. Finney-Smith's got his 6th rebound on the night. The 3 from Bogdanovich. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Randall's got 4 rebounds in this game. It's Edwards on the wing. Here's Jackson. Gobert trying to get open. And Jackson with the basket on the assist from Edwards.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
Timeout called. The Nets. Analytics or the eye test? The optics or the numbers in front, Greg? When you're judging the performance of a player, what kind of criteria do you use?
Well, an MVP candidate recently said, my eye test tells me this guy's a terrible defender, but the analytics tell me he's a great defender. I'm confused, and I often feel the same way.
Only 5 games left on the season. Let's quickly take a look at how the playoff field is stacking up out west. Taking a look at Minnesota. Very strong season they've had, always at or near the top of the conference, and right now they're in first place in contention for that, exactly where they want to be as they close in on the postseason.
And I think for Minnesota, they had a few critics coming into the season, and now I don't think they have any. This is a club ready to not only make a deep run, but possibly win it all.
Well, this is their goal. There's no doubt about that. For what many expected of them so far, they have not disappointed.
Here's Schroeder, and that one, good. Schroeder's got 10 points.
Boy, not many players in a league who are going to be faster than Dennis Schroeder in the open floor.
Schroeder against Jackson. Outside Edwards. Over Williams. Edwards. That's good. 8 points for him.
They've settled into a nice groove offensively here in the second.
Schroeder looking over the floor. Outside Bogdanovich. There's Williams with the three. That falls. Nice feed that time from Bogdanovich. Bogdanovich has got 3 assists now in this one. Schroeder against Jackson. Over in the corner, Randall. Back to Jackson. It's rebounded by Schroeder. Nets trail by 13. Bogdanovich wide open. And again, Brooklyn with the triple.
Yeah, there's 6 points on consecutive 3 balls. They're finding holes now in the D.
Jackson kicks to Randall. Jackson with it. Working on Finney Smith. Claxton with the steal. Schroeder outside. Outside Bogdanovich. Schroeder against Jackson. Shot clock at 6. And it's Schroeder missing.
And he's really trying to get them back into it, but the results just have not been there.
Alexander Walker passes to Jackson. It's rebounded by Schroeder.
I'll tell you, it has not been this guy's best night, but the teammates have been there to pick up the slack. Love it.
And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg. Jackson looking around. Randall passes to Jackson. Good on the shot.
It just seems like the more he touches it, the more the lead grows.
The Timberwolves have gone 1 for 1, making their previous attempt at the line. Looking at who's out there now for the Timberwolves. Reed comes in for Gobert. And it's Dante DiVincenzo in for Nickeil Alexander-Walker. In the corner, it's DiVincenzo. And the 3 off target. Nets trail by 11. Here's Simmons. And Simmons slams it in.
This close to the rim, Ben Simmons just leaves, no doubt.
Diversified scoring in this one for him.
I love when everyone can get involved, a full team effort.
Reed. That's good. And it's Jackson with the assist that time. Jackson's got 5 assists in the game. The Nets have gone 8 of 16 from the field in the second quarter. A nice, efficient 50%. Simmons passes to Sharp. Oh, the lob for Simmons. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. The drive by Jackson. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Jackson's got 13 points in just this quarter.
I'll tell you, this guy is proving to be a problem for the defense. In this quarter, he has been special.
Back to Simmons. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass.
My goodness, defense was there, but Ben Simmons makes that finish look easy.
Randall outside. Pass to Edwards. Here's the teardrop, and he sinks the layup. Edwards got 10.
Well, instead of forcing it all the way to the cup, he just goes with that little teardrop.
You hear, Doris, people now calling Anthony Edwards one of the faces of the NBA. And I'm assuming you'd agree.
100% agree, because the skills are extraordinary. The development in his decision-making has gone leaps and bounds from where it was. Beyond that, Kevin, he's a lockdown defender, one of the best competitors, fearless in the big moments, and one of the most charismatic young men in the league today. This guy is spectacular.
And so it's Minnesota. Their lead at 15 going into the break. Their strategy has been clear tonight. Work the ball inside, get shots in the paint, and now they are scoring with ease. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. And you know, Big Dog has been really making it happen, guys.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
And part of that has to do with his mindset. He has been looking to push the action at every opportunity, and he has been in attack mode all night.
So on the floor for Minnesota, Nickeil Alexander-Walker out there with Randall. Then there's Anthony Edwards. And it's Rudy Gobert. And it's Jackson in at the point. Schroeder kicks to Williams. Off target with his three. Timberwolves leading by 15. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Claxton. Now some of the best in the NBA right here. The top scorers, efficiency-wise. Rudy Gobert is second. In the third spot, Anthony Edwards.
You can't say enough about these two guys shooting this season. Both their percentages, just incredible stuff.
Here's Alexander Walker. He is covered by Bogdanovich. A shot by Alexander Walker, no good. Brooklyn's gone 0-2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Schroeder against Jackson. Here's Schroeder. 6 to shoot. Bogdanovich finds Williams. The Nets need to get a shot off here. And it's Schroeder missing.
Boy, that makes him 0 for 3 to start the second half. Not the start you were hoping for here. Boy, he's at the cup, but that is tremendous defense. Prohibit the lay-in without fouling.
Outside Williams from past the arc. The shot's good on the assist by Schroeder. Schroeder's got his third assist on the night.
Their first basket in 4 tries. Let's see if that basket gets them going. It can be contagious now.
Jackson passes to Gobert. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. Jackson dishes to Gobert. And finished off by Gobert.
How quickly does Rudy Gobert move off the screen? His mobility makes him a tough cover in the pick and roll.
Schroeder passes to Claxton. Stolen by Jackson. Here's Alexander Walker. And he makes it look easy, dunking it hard with one hand.
Well, there you go. One team operating on all cylinders at both ends. Steals, fast break buckets, and the other team in scramble mode.
Now, Finney Smith. Looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game. Just 5 to shoot. Kicks it out to Bogdanovich. No good on the triple.
And even with good coverage defensively that time, he has confidence to drill the three.
Hard work pays off right there. Anthony Edwards finds himself in the paint and draws contact.
Elbow. 2.
This is his first chance at the line tonight.
Anthony Edwards. 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First one falls for him.
Anthony Edwards is a 3-level scorer. He can beat you in a lot of ways, and he's extremely confident when the game is hanging in the balance.
And Edwards drops them both. And so it's Schroeder with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Nets. They trail by 18. They'll be playing host to Toronto for the next one. That'll be the second of 4 games at home for them.
Almost inescapable, that 7'9" wingspan. Send it back, big Rudy Gobert.
Schroeder outside. Outside Bogdanovich. Back to Schroeder. Clock at 6. Pass to Claxton. Count it. Claxton's got his second bucket of the night.
This guy's such a difference maker. Dennis Schroeder is so dangerous in pick-and-roll situation, dribble handoffs. This guy is the straw that stirs the drink.
Edwards can't hit.
Boy, 9 times out of 10, that's going in. I'm sure he surprised himself with the miss.
And it's Schroeder missing.
Listen, that's a look he can hit, but right now he can't throw it in the ocean.
Randall passes to Jackson. That's in. Coming off an assist from Randall.
Assisted by
Randall's got 3 assists now in this one. Nets trail by 18. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
And it's going to be out of bounds. The Nets will retain possession. Hardy, he's checked in for the Timberwolves. Timeout called the Nets.
And the lack of rim protection, top of the list.
And the question they're going to have to answer to me is it a problem with the scheme or is it a problem with the matchups?
Only 5 games left in the season. Let's quickly take a look at how the playoff field is going to stack up out east. Taking a look at Brooklyn, their season nearly over unless a form of miracle happens. Big group substitution now for Minnesota. Reed, he's checked in for Rudy Gobert. Joe Ingles comes in for Randall. Dillingham's checked in for Alexander Walker. And it's Jackson in for Hardy.
This is as good as it gets from the charity stripe here in the second.
We've got 1:13 left to play in the third. Jackson down low. He's guarded by Williams. And here is Ingles. Still without a basket. His first shot coming late. And he hits the jump shot.
Well, this is one of the strong points of Joe Ingles' very well-rounded game. The mid-range on point.
Wilson the pass to Simmons. Floats it up for Williams. No good on the shot.
And he saw the play develop, but the pass just wasn't there.
It was a really good thought for sure, but the lob has got to be better than that.
Reed finds Jackson. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Impeccable from the line since halftime.
For Minnesota, they have gone 7 of 9 from the free throw line tonight.
Yeah, the line with 2 shots.
No good on the free throw. Martin's checked in for Williams. Minnesota also with the sub. Alexander Walker, he's checked in for Joe Ingles. Good on the second free throw. .29 seconds left in the third. Simmons passes to Martin. Back to Simmons. Shot from the low block. Here's Sharp. The pass to Wilson. Outside Martin. Just 4 to shoot. Solid shot from the distance of about 14 feet.
Looked like some confusion defensively that time. Left him wide open for a nice look on the jumper.
Here's Edwards. And no good on the last second attempt this time. And so it's Minnesota holding a very comfortable 25-point lead as the quarter comes to a close. And they've created a bunch of turnovers with that terrific D. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already. And a new group out there on the floor for the Nets.
At the line.
And a closer look here at the hustle stance for Minnesota.
They have been a wrecking ball defensively, coming up with steals, being active with their hands, and just doing a terrific job of disrupting the rhythm.
And let's give them credit to the shot blocking on display. They set the tone early and have kept the pressure on defensively.
They've got Dorian Finney-Smith. Dennis Schroeder is out there with Bogdanovich. Then it's Simmons. And it's Claxton in at the 5 down low. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. And it's Schroeder with the ball. He brings it up for the Brooklyn Nets. They've given up just 8 points in the fourth quarter. Outside, Simmons. Jackson against Schroeder. Outside, Bogdanovich. There's the triple. And the rejection by Jackson. Dozier passes to Jackson. Drives to the hoop. Makes it off the glass. Jackson's got 4 points this quarter.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Schroeder passes to Simmons. Back to Schroeder. Outside, Bogdanovich. And there's the feed to Simmons. Nobody near Schroeder. The basket good off the assist from Simmons.
Well, after netting one in the first half, that's the second deep ball to go down for this guy.
For Minnesota, they've gone 5 of 10, 50% from the field. Now, here's Hardy. He's guarded closely. Tips it. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. Dozier's got his first 2 points of the night.
Oh, and a nice job of turning that miss into 2 points on the tip in.
Hustle points, I believe they call them. Hustle points right there. Schroeder against Jackson. Back to Schroeder. Passes it to Simmons. Outside, Bogdanovich. Pass to Finney-Smith. Here's the 3. Minnesota with the rebound. Gobert's got his 16th rebound on the night. And stolen by Bogdanovich. And they're on the break. And here they go. And Claxton throws it down.
I mean, this guy is as good a vertical threat at the rim as there is. Great finish by Nick Claxton.
Jackson kicks to Gobert. Back to Jackson. And stolen by Bogdanovich. Pass to Finney-Smith. Doris, why is there so much parity around the NBA now?
Yeah, Kevin, I think the new salary cap rules have certainly contributed to what we're seeing in terms of that parity. Super teams are more difficult to assemble. The talent is more evenly spread. And obviously, it has made for a greater level of competition. What could be better?
Brooklyn's gotten just 1 of 4 3-pointers to go down for them here in the fourth. There's the pass to Schroeder. Releases. And it's good off the back rim and in. Schroeder's got 5 points now this quarter.
We know this. Dennis Schroeder at the point guard position is a thirsty scorer.
And the Timberwolves call time here.
And they're picking up a lot of fouls already in the penalty. Not a good sign. They need to focus on moving their feet and maintaining a good defensive position.
And now we present our New Balance player of the game, Big Dog.
And guys, he's been about as close to perfection as you can be. The intensity he's played with has been amazing.
Just no let up. And as fired up as he's been, he's never let his emotions get out of control.
And with their spot in the postseason assured, he's picking up just at the right time to be on top of his game. Schroeder with the ball. Outside Williams. Nets passing it around. Wilson. Rudy Gobert with the rebound. Gobert's got rebound number 17, if you can believe that. Kicks it to Ingles. Jackson against Schroeder. Pass to Ingles to the paint. And Jackson throws it down.
Oh, here he comes, and there he goes.
Oh, look at him punish that rim. Awesome rewind courtesy of the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Schroeder passes to Sharp. Back to Schroeder. The NBA has always been a star-driven league, Greg, and that's reflected in team strategies now more than ever before.
It is. All over the league, teams now building their systems around their stars, surrounding them with complementary players and running the offense through them as much as possible.
And Simmons kicks to Williams. Pass to Sharp. Rebounded by Hardy. The Timberwolves have gone 7 of 15 from the floor here in the fourth, right around 46-47%. It's deflected.
Wow, twice on the pipes from Dennis Schroeder. Woohoo!
The Nets making a switch here. Clowney's checked in, and then for Minnesota, Reed comes in for Rudy Gobert, and Dillingham subbed in for Hardy. 1:58 left in the fourth quarter. Out to the wing. And Ingles over to help. And then Sharp with the dunk.
Well, what he lacks in size for a typical center, he makes up for with all that athleticism. Boy, can he elevate.
Schroeder against Jackson. Schroeder outside. Three-pointer. Dillingham with the rebound.
And maybe, you know, he thinks he can shoot himself out of the cold spell, but I don't think that's the case. Maybe somebody want to tell him to ease up off the threes.
Outside Jackson. To the middle. Here's Reed. Rebound, Brooklyn. 1:07 left in the fourth quarter.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest, just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for the Timberwolves.
What do you think was the deciding factor in this one?
I think you have to look at their field goal percentage. They just shot the ball much better than the opponent, and they were getting great looks all game long.
And now racking up there, I can't believe I'm saying it, 71st victory of the season. Wow. Not something that happens often. What a ride it's been for this team.
And so they'll take the first game of the season series, a team they'll only see twice. They're certainly happy to start it off with a win.
A very solid win indeed. And when you check out the box score, there were some great numbers for Big Dog.
Just an outpouring of points from him. Nobody could do much to keep him from dropping it in.
To the paint, here's Jackson. The shot's good on the assist by Ingles.
Making every effort to put this game on ice.
Well, just terrific teamwork. Each guy doing his part. You love what you're seeing from them tonight.
Williams passes to Wilson. Goes up and lays it nice and easy.
What a terrific pass. Work the ball inside and create a good look for your teammate.
And so it's the Timberwolves taking care of business here. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't need home cooking to feel at home. I mean, Kevin, just a masterful performance all the way around.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Doris Burke, David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and the rest of our terrific 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. See you later.